Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the difference between past continuous and past perfect continuous. There is always confusion, right? If you look at these two tenses, like they are ongoing actions, right? In today's video, we will discuss the difference between them, okay? You need to take down notes. These are two important points. When it comes to past continuous and present continuous, don't mention the duration of an action. When you are talking about a past continuous action, don't mention the duration, means how long the action was happening. Don't mention the duration of an action. In past perfect continuous, either mention duration of an action or no need. No need to use the no need to mention the duration of an action. We will see examples one by one. Remember this. In present continuous and past continuous, we don't mention the duration of an action, like how long, for 4 hours, for 10 years, like that. Don't mention the duration. In past perfect and past perfect continuous, we can mention the duration of an action. So we will see examples one by one, okay? Look at the first example. You were playing video games when your sister came to your room. So when it comes to past continuous, the action was ongoing. In the middle, so another completed action happened. But even completed action happened in the middle, the ongoing action was still continuing, right? You were playing video games. Look at the diagram. I have mentioned green color. You were playing video games. That means you started in the past, right? And it was continuing. In the middle, your sister came to your room. Your sister just came to your room, but you did not stop playing video games, right? The action was ongoing, but another completed action happened in the middle. And the action still continue, right? Look at the same example in past perfect continuous tense. Look at the same example. You had been playing video games for 2 hours by the time your sister came to your room. Here, the action started in the past and continued up to another past happened action. Here, your sister came to your room. So, before that, you had been playing video games for 2 hours. Here, I have mentioned the duration of an action for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 30 minutes, like that. If you don't want to mention the duration of an action, you can remove it. But it would be better if the action was ongoing before another past completed action, then mention the duration of an action. Okay. So look at the diagram. You have been playing video games. Look at green color, right? For 2 hours. After that, your sister came, red color. Here, evidence is required, which means you have been playing video games for 2 hours. The moment your sister came to your room, you stopped playing video games because maybe your sister might want, your sister might want you to go out, or she might want you to take out. Definitely, there has to be some evidence, right? We will see another 3 examples to understand the concept. Remember, sometimes we mention the duration of an action or no need to mention the duration. Let's see another 3 examples to understand. Look at the second example. I was going to college before I saw an accident. Here, one ongoing an ongoing action was happening. I was going to college before I saw an accident. Yes, I saw an accident in the middle, but I did not stop going to college. So I stopped my bike aside and I spent some time there. But I did not stop going to college. Look at the diagram. I was going to college. So look at the green color. So in the middle, I saw an accident. While I was going to college, I saw an accident. I did not stop going to college. the action was still continuing. Here I have mentioned one important note. How long or duration of an action is not needed. So I won't say that I was going to college for 2 hours, for 3 hours. That is the wrong usage. Don't mention the duration of an action in past continuous and present continuous. We will see another, look at the same example in past perfect continuous tense. Look at the example. I had been going to college for an hour before I saw an accident, which means so before I saw an accident on the road, I had been going to college for an hour. So after looking at the accident, so I decided not to go to college. So I returned home. Here one ongoing action was happening. I had been going to college. It was the continuous action in the past. And look at the I have mentioned duration for an hour before I saw an accident. So it happened after the continuous action. So before I saw an accident, I had been going to college for an hour. Look at the diagram, you will be able to understand. We will see another 2 more examples, okay? Third example, my friend was giving presentation on stage. By the time a circular came to our class by the attender, okay? So here one ongoing action was happening, that is giving presentation. So it was continuing on stage. By the time, at that moment, a circular came to our class, like, so it could be our holiday circle or whatever it is. This is an example, okay, to make you understand. So in the middle a circular came, but my friend did not stop giving presentation. He paused when the circular came. After that, again he continued giving presentation. Okay, I think it is clear, right? Look at the same example in past perfect continuous tense. Look at the example. My friend had been on stage for 30 minutes before a circular came to our class by the attender. Here the action started in the past, that is giving presentation, and the action had been continuing for 30 minutes before a circular came. The moment when a circular came to our class, my friend did not continue his presentation, because at the time my friend had to stop. Our class teacher told to go and sit or give presentation. This was the evidence actually. Evidence has to be required, okay? In past perfect continuous tense, we require evidence because the action had been continuing, had been ongoing for a while before another completed action. But we need to have a proof for that. Look at the diagram. My friend had been on stage for 30 minutes, like tick marks. I have put tick marks and into mark red color, right? A circular, that is the circular. Circular came after continuous action. We will see one more example. Fourth example, until your father came, you were watching television. Here, until, before, when, these are interrupters. So they come in the middle, okay? They come in the middle of one continuous action. Here, before your father came, you were watching television. But how long you were watching television is not required, okay? You were just watching television until your father came. Even after your father came, so you continued watching television, right? So look at the diagram. I have put tick marks, and in the middle your father came. You, after that, you still continued the action. You still continued watching television. Look at the same example in past perfect continuous tense. Here there is no evidence. We don't mention the duration of an action. See the same example in past perfect continuous tense. Until power was cut, you have been in your room and studying for your exam for many hours. Here, one continuous action was you have been studying in your room for many hours. Here I have mentioned the duration. For many hours is the duration of an action. Until the power was cut. Here, after, before completed action, you have been studying for hours. Here, the action until your power was cut. Because of power cut, so you stopped studying. But sometimes these two actions can be overlapped. The until power was cut, you had been studying in your room for your exam for many hours. After a while, power came and again you started studying. So it depends on the context, okay? So don't always stick to the grammar like that. So you understand the concept. So it depends on the context, okay? I hope this is clear, right? So in past perfect continuous tense, we mention the duration of an action, like how long, for hours, for years, like that. In past continuous, we don't mention the duration of an action. This is clear, right? If you really like my content, please share and like. Thanks for watching.